Last time, on Artificial Aviation, I got a little bit flustered.
Jeez, this is all go.
Made some mistakes.
Ugh. So there's a mistake I made.
But I did manage to make it through. Want to see how I did it? Check out the link above if you want to rewatch part 2 now. Welcome to my epic journey across the Grand Canyon. Right now, I'm trying to navigate without getting lost. To spice things up a bit, I'm also trying to respect airspace restrictions, flying using visual flight rules. So stick around and let's see what part 3 has in store. We'll begin our journey here, just east of Havasu Creek. I'll head through the tuck-up corridor, this time trying to stay at the right altitude for a change, finally emerging into the open plains. Once here, I'll be trying to figure out what point to turn east. Seems easy, right? However, miss my mark here, and I could end up far enough off track that I'll be forced to abandon the flight.
Some rocks off to my left. Okay, so we've hit that point now, I think, so I'm going to make the turn 288. Right, so as soon as we cross this westerly threshold, we are technically heading in a northerly direction again, so it should increase our altitude. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to disengage the autopilot, and then I'm going to attempt to put us up a bit more back to our 11,500. We're going to be heading for this for 6 nautical miles, which is going to be a very short period of time. So we're only going to be doing 3.2 minutes, suppose it's 8 minutes. So when that hits 8 minutes, we'll have reached the edge of the thing, and then we're going to turn, where is it? 350 degrees. I'm going to head straight shot north. So I think I can do this next bit. I'm going to disengage the autopilot. Okay, I have control of the aircraft. Can confirm. I'm heading on the right track at the moment. We want, as soon as we cross this, then we want to turn 350 degrees. I'm going to put the throttle full on because I need to climb. Now, the more power that goes in, the faster we go forward, the more lift that the wings generate, and the aircraft will want to climb. Now, I want to make sure that the nose doesn't go too high, because we want some of that airspeed to generate the lift. So we want to get back to 11,500 feet. Once we leave the canyon area, which we'll be doing once we reach the other side, we won't need to keep changing our altitude for direction, and we can go back to the traditional VFR one, which is east odd, west even. Okay, here we are. We're about to cross the threshold of the canyon. That will be the point at which we turn 350, and we'll be off. I've got a little rock here jutting out. Let's get our map. So that's this rock here, which we're fine. As soon as we come abeam that, we're gonna turn 350. I have a tendency to turn early. I'm going to try and wait it out just slightly. We're at 11,000 feet and climbing. So far so good. Full manual control. Doing a look around for see and avoid. I can't see any aircraft in the vicinity, so we should be good. Not going to be hopefully having any mid-air collisions today. Right. Okay, I'm going to turn... Where is that again? Okay, so we're actually a little bit far over because we need to go back. Okay, I'm going to turn 350 now. Okay, so I think we've gone a little bit far because I think, which is dangerous, because I actually think we're here. So I'm going to make it a more aggressive turn Still nothing too panicky, but I want to get back to this track here because I think that there is this here. And I don't want anything to do with that because that would be an airspace violation. So seeing where this is, which I believe is this bit, means I know I need to be back this way. So we're going to make a small correction. Right, we can level out now. So I'm going to pull the power out this a little bit. Like so. Balance the aircraft out. Just dodged an airspace violation. Make sure we look right, because we are actually flying through a corridor right now and I don't want to end up in a mid-air collision. How long should this 12 nautical mile stretch take? In total, 6 minutes. There we go. Right, I'm going to turn 350 now. Actually, am I? Let's check it. I should be well away from that, so no, a bit more. Okay, we're doing 100 knots, and altitude's sort of balanced. Trying to keep that nose level because it keeps wanting to go up and down. Right, this piece here, I want to actually be quite close to that, so I'm just going to straight up aim for it so I'm at least moving in the right direction. I'm going to move my heading indicator in case I need to feed in the autopilot. Okay, we're out of the danger zone now for airspace. Doing quite well. Altitude is good. Airspeed's a little slow, which isn't ideal, but we don't want to lose too much altitude right now. Turn power up a little bit because we can balance out get a bit more airspeed by trimming the nose down a little bit. There we go. That should give us the airspeed we want. And the lift. Right, I'm gonna now heading 350, so this should be the correct direction. Now I want to work out what we're aiming for over here so that we make sure that we hit it. Okay, I'm still on manual control as well. This is tough, okay? This is quite challenging. Now, I've got a shelf shape that goes off out that way, which is that one. So I should be travelling more or less 90 degrees parallel to that on my current magnetic headings, which I am. Just got a little bit of landscape going on over here and over here. So I've got that scoop shape there. I've got that little stick in there. And then beyond it, I can't see because it's not on my map. So where we've got this bit sticking out here and this bit here is where I want to be. I've got Mount Trumbull over here, which is where I'll be going once I get to this point, and we'll be leaving the Grand Canyon area. So that will make life a little bit easier for me and will signal the end of the first part of the challenge. Now, Mount Trumbull is there, Mount Logan is off to the left. So I think that's this lot here, maybe here, and then there are some other smaller mountains off in the distance. But we're going to need to make sure we get this right. Now I've got some roads underneath me and some what looks like maybe dried up rivers. I said it's 6 minutes, didn't I? I'm looking over here. I want to parallel this bit sticking out, because if I look at where this is, it is more or less parallel, that part sticking out there. So as I parallel that, I'm going to be turning 254 degrees. Confirm that against the second landmark, which is the top of this ravine, which marks the edge of the area which I'm flying fairly outside of. So it's fine. Everything's balanced. Like, look, folks, we're balanced. The airspeed's good. It's all right. It's just under 100 knots. Not great. It's not exactly, you know what I mean? We're not exactly going to break the sound barrier, but we're moving. Right. I'm comfortable. I'm going to make my turn now. So I'm turning to the west. So let's level out that turn. That's a nice tidy turn that we've got going on now. Yeah, so that's the edge of, we imagine like a blue line going across there. That's going to be the edge of the airspace for the Grand Canyon. I'm going to be aiming for Mount Trumbull. So I should be doing 254 degrees.
Next time on Artificial Aviation, I have a seamless experience with the autopilot.
Okay, autopilot problem, disengage. Had this been real life, I probably would have been, I would have definitely needed a change of shorts, that's for sure.
And stay composed in the face of adversity.
It just says descend, it doesn't say to what. Why is it always got to be difficult?
As I face the final challenge of Phase 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.